And tonight, thank God it's them instead of you. It's VGC the Video Game Podcast, episode 152, with me, Jordan Midler, Chris Scullion, and Andy Robinson. I can touch them. I can touch their knees right here. How are we doing, folks?
Good. I'm very tired. Not as tired as Andy because I didn't have to commute much. But
Andy walked up here to Edinburgh. How was your travels?
It was fine until we got to the border, and then it was grim after that.
They checked your papers.
Yeah.
They made you do a Scottish accent.
Yeah.
Not your first time in Scotland, surely. Is it your first time in Scotland?
It's literally my first time in Scotland.
How is that possible? How do you get?
It's possible because I maintain my distance unless required to come.
Yeah. You have an exclusive Scotland hiring policy, but you won't come to the country.
Yeah. It's my own personal editorial sweatshop.
Well, I mean, you're in Edinburgh, which is a type of Scotland. You still need to come to the...
So for the same reason I don't want to go where they make my trainers.
Yeah, that's fair. Too harrowing. You see the state of Chris in real life, you're like, I can deal with it when it's through a screen, but when Chris is actually here, it's a bit too much
We
for
just
me.
walk through the streets of Edinburgh tutting.
Yeah. This place. How many fucking Harry Potter shops do you need? I've only been here for about an hour, but I walked past. They've got a big Christmas market thing down at Princess Street.
I didn't notice, mate.
Yeah, see those? Do you see the cherry planes? The cherry planes that are at the height of the moon. Like, I would not put a human being on there. It was fucking unbelievable.
one of them came apart a few years ago, didn't it? When it used to be up at Thingy Square, like right around the corner.
Oh,
I'm
right,
sure
okay.
one of them came loose. I might be making that up, but I'm sure there was an incident.
Yeah,
where one
they
of them-
look 2 minutes away for flying off into Edinburgh Castle.
I
But
would never.
yeah, I'm not
There's a castle.
big. Well, it's kind of shite looking, but it's alright.
Listen,
It's on an active volcano.
What a castle!
Yeah,
That's
of all the castles.
It's not quite Windsor Castle, is it?
Yeah,
Hyrule Castle.
Shites on Windsor Castle.
Is it a rumor or is it true that the reason Nintendo UK is in Windsor is just because of
Oh,
like,
the
royalty
Japanese
and
guys
stuff?
like castles.
Yeah.
I could believe that.
I was told that.
Yeah, because the only time I've ever been there was for some absolute tripe. What was the name of the football one for Switch? Strikers, something or
Mario
another.
Strikers.
Yeah, total mince. But when I was there, they were knighting people. So like Prince William et al. were in the gaff. So very, very exciting.
Waluigi.
Yeah, Waluigi, Peach, Doug Bowser, whoever's going to be the new president, fucking Wilfred Nancy at this rate.
We met her at Game Awards.
Wilfred Nancy was a
Nice-
Game
nice
Awards.
lady.
Oh.
Oh, aye, she's starting in 1st of January. isn't she? The new big boss. So it'll be
Interesting.
interesting.
This is the first time we spoke to you since Game Awards. How
It was
was
the
it?
first time anyone spoke to me since the Game Awards.
How was it? Fun?
Yeah. You know what? A lot more media activity this year.
Yeah.
Lots of kind of pre-briefs and kind of showing you stuff before it's announced under embargo, and which is good because we don't all want to be rushed off our asses. Kind of especially us in Europe typing it up at 4 a.m. It's nice to get a heads up on stuff and get put up a considered kind of view on the announcements. So that was nice. Ben Starr, I saw a very drunk Ben Starr. I can't think of. There's probably like some scandalous stuff.
I mean, his game had just won about 40 Game Awards. You said that in your vlog, now available on patreon.com/videogameschronicle, that in the room when Expedition 33 won like their 5th one, everyone was like, well, can we just go to the bar now because they're going to win all of them? Yeah. Like, was there some sullen faces in the JW, or was it generally okay?
No, I don't think so. But they don't mix with the unwashed after the show. This is the thing with the game. There's like a big come down at the Game Awards because everything leading up to it, it's a nice networking event, and you get to see developers that you don't see that often. But then after the show, they kind of whisk them off to a Jeff only party with no journalists allowed.
Just Chris Scullion.
So it's me and Stephen Totillo sulking and Netflix. A Netflix party with some mini burgers.
Well, mini burgers are alright. I feel like sliders fell out of favour.
I don't like a mini burger.
No,
do you know what? Larian had some slightly they were I would say medium burgers.
Were they AI generated or? We'll get to that.
Well,
Topical.
They got the idea of the medium burgers.
They're not going to replace any burger chefs, if that's what you call them. But yeah, it seemed good. I can't remember a single thing we said on our podcast last week, Chris, because we're so sleep deprived.
I listened to it. You were basically, I was listening to it on the plane, like walking through immigration at Heathrow, like praying that at some point the Mark Cerny Family Guy would stop. No, you're not sealed. No, stop.
I don't do Cerny mean, I've not got a certain impression. I'm more of a Jim Ryan man, but
Your Jim Ryan's really good.
To be fair, we didn't mention Family Guy at any point. That's you.
That was I know it was a good episode when I woke up from my nap that day and the Discord was like with latest podcast chat.
That was yeah. We shouldn't do that again. Like while on 2 hours of sleep.
Like the people need their content. The content.
To be fair, you're pretty good going. If you want to see some proper broken content, go and watch Chris String interviewing Todd Howard. He'd been on a plane and he hadn't slept and he'd been working and then he was barely made it on time. He went straight from the airport and he's like lost his voice.
Oh, how was Dringo?
Yeah.
Did he enjoy the t-shirt?
He peaks and troughs, right? About 1 p.m. he gets on the Chris drink.
Yeah.
And he's on form, and then you've lost him.
Yeah.
Then for the rest, like when you tell a really funny joke, and my jokes are definitely really funny, and he just doesn't even his face doesn't move.
You're raging. You've wasted that.
But internally he's laughing. But he just hasn't got the power.
Yeah.
I was surprised
when your phone goes into low power mode.
I was surprised how many I know a lot of American press go to it, but even American press that doesn't seem to have much on, and wider press like Donaldson and stuff like that coming across. It'd be interesting if that turns into a very small fraction of the SGF stuff.
Maybe. I don't. The big. I mean, where this is proper inside baseball stuff, right? I would say it would only really change if companies start taking people over.
Yeah.
They've got a big thing, and I don't know why they would do that, especially in this climate.
Yeah. Penny pinching.
Yeah.
Especially the state of the US economy. Welcome to the rest of the
now
economy.
That we have to give them our entire social media history.
Oh yeah, we're
I'm glad I got my visa before that.
I think I've got about 3 years left of my visa. So,
although when I applied for my visa, they did ask for all my social media accounts. I'm assuming they did.
You get into a lot of arguments with people. Are you going to do this in the US or?
I was like, that was the old me.
Yeah.
The new me's a lover.
I'm off X now, so they can't get me. They can only get me on Blue Sky being woke, which is I suppose that'll get
that's the automatic block if you're on Blue Sky.
But yeah, it was a fun event. The last week has been somewhat delirious as we lead into the Christmas period. Very busy, lots of stuff coming up over the Christmas period on VGC and patreon.com/Video Games Chronicle. But first, I come bearing gifts. So I went and I was in Glasgow today because I had to get the train. And I looked at a shop. It was next to USA Nail
and Summers.
Yes, I went in there, got us 4 rabbits, brought them, got them confiscated, and then I went into the shop next to them, which was called News 24 or News Power 24, and I spent.
Is it La Boobos?
I spent 17 quid on these energy drinks. So
oh my god,
we're not expected to drink them now, are we? Is this it?
Well, I'm expecting you to open them and give your live reviews.
Okay.
Andy, I'll let you pick 1, 2, or 3. 3. You get the Monster Juice.
Was there any science behind that, or did you just?
No, I've got the one there's a line here. There's a line here. That's number 3. You've got the Viking Berry. Chris, 1 or 2 here?
2.
Oh, you fucking belter. You've got one that I've never had before, so you'll have to do the science here. Shockingly smooth Monster Energy Drink Electric Blue. And
Blue's not a flavour.
Yeah, and I have Ultra Vice Guava as my tipple.
No, I'm not a fan. I've got a story about guava. There's actually it's not a very nice one. I'll leave it. It involves lots of vomiting.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't me. It was a friend on a bus.
And because I couldn't resist, I also got So Stoned Cannabis Energy Drink. 50 cannabinoids of CD.
Cannabinoids. Is that a thing?
Does it come with warnings? I mean, none of it's in English, which is a good start. The woman looked at me very uncomfortably when I bought this. But the fact that 5 cans was £17, I can only assume best of gear, best deal.
£12.
Yeah. Made in the Czech Republic. That's it. That's all the information you're getting. It's made in the Czech Republic.
So weed
may contain.
In the second half of the podcast, I'll be cracking into this. But to start off, the old Ultra Vice Guava, I really like this one. Chris, you need to
crack. It's not much of a taste test if you already tried it.
Well, I was. You have to do the
taste
test test.
It mixes well with Peroni?
I would imagine so. Yeah. That's the stuff. That's cheered me right up.
Just want to make sure I don't spill it.
That's really good.
That was. I think Chris Dring may have reviewed that at SGF mid-show.
I'm sure I had that at SGF
because we got really massively bored and started doing videos.
That's really good.
What was the description?
Very Viking berry.
Yeah.
Electric
Up
blue.
the top, shockingly
Oh
smooth.
yeah, I'm going to polish that off. That's good.
I imagine this is a less carbonated one. Oh, Chris is down in it. Chris is going to be pinging off the fucking walls in a minute.
It's nice. It's not.
What's the
Shock. Oh, it's 200 calories. It's a full fat one.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
why.
Is it more of a light blue or a dark blue?
Yeah.
I don't know what blue.
Bit of a cyan.
What flavour blue is? Is it like blueberries?
Like blue sweeties, like if you got a blue Jolly Rancher, is that kind of...
It does say Unleash the Beast on the side of the can, which
Going
I
to turn into a Smurf.
which I did.
to wake up.
Last time I unleashed the beast,
Yeah.
I got a month.
Yeah, we all remember.
But I made with real sugars though, so that's good.
Exactly, I wasn't going to get bullshit zero sugar because I know you don't like that, so...
Thank you very much.
Yeah, a good selection. There's not been as much advancement in energy drink technology this year as we look back across the year, obviously.
Not get 2 full energy
Yeah.
drinks to drink over the course of 2 hours.
3 if you want to get some so stoned. I know you're a teetotaler, but we'll crack into that towards the end of the show. There's a wee tease for you. In fact, we'll crack into that on patreon.com/Video Games Chronicle and the extended version of this
Hit the stretch goal.
podcast. Exactly. Speaking of, we are still doing our Christmas drive. We've had a ridiculous amount of goals, but there's still a few more to knock off. If you're interested, patreon.com/Video Games Chronicle, or go to the website, which I believe is called Video Games Chronicle.
There's a website?
There's a website. Don't go today because I don't know if have you put anything on it today? Have you done?
Listen, it's very actively updated this morning.
It's been very actively updated.
Full on.
So go there, and there's a running total of what I've got so far. I hope I'm not putting any pressure on the Discordians, but I hope we get to that Mario movie commentary, and I hope we can really make Chris Scullion cry as part of
Guys,
it.
breaking news.
Breaking news.
The second free update for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment is out now, according to
Sorry,
Nintendo.
we need to go.
Cancel the podcast.
we need to get this reviewed as quickly as possible because everyone's waiting for us to
I
talk
think more
about.
importantly, have you got them set to your watch notifications?
Well, I always have Nintendo one set to Twitter
course you
just
do.
in case they announce something.
When Nintendo announces
Stop
something,
being
They
a
still
responsible
send it to you
journalist.
10 minutes late as well.
I know.
when Nintendo announces something, Chris Scullion's eyes go white
I
and he
know.
just gets beamed directly to his
It's like
skull.
that. You've
That's
seen the
Nintendo's bleeding edge technology there.
It's
They
like
probably
you've
have an
seen
actual runner to
it's like you've seen the trailer for that new Spielberg film
No, but pretend I have.
where Emily Blunt. Is it her?
Jim
Blunt,
for the
yeah,
office is
for the
missus.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye. She's like giving her like a weather reporter. She's a weather reporter. That's why she's doing it.
She's doing weather reports.
About halfway through, she stops and goes, and it's aliens taking over her. And so it's like a new Spielberg like
It's like
sci-fi
a new Mars
sp-
attacks.
pretty
That's
much.
what I was getting out of your impression.
But that's what
there.
happens to me. Basically, that was the joke, but it's lost now because you
Keep
didn't
going.
get the reference.
Keep going.
That's it. That's
Give me
it.
more.
No.
This tries we might to derail it as a news podcast, and there was actually some interesting news this week. So studio number one, we've got sales stories.
Yes.
Matt Sarkana is going absolutely crazy. That's his second name, isn't it? He changed it for Piscatella.
come back to the Patreon, Matt. Come back.
Yeah, come on, you've got enough money. Hardware sales and physical game spending in the US just had the worst November in 30 years.
Finally.
That's according to market research company Sarkana, I've heard of them, which tracks hardware and physical digital software sales in the US. 1.6 million units of video game hardware were sold in the US in November 2025, which is the lowest total since 1.4 million back in 1995. You know what else happened in 1995?
You were born, yeah?
I was born.
Oh my Christ. Good Lord.
Mortifying.
Monthly hardware spending last month was 695 million, which is a 27% drop compared to last year, and the lowest hardware spend in a November in the US since 2005. Andy Robinson, what are we all going to retrain as now that games are done?
PC gamers.
Oh yeah,
That's
okay.
what we're gonna
I
retrain
love
as.
Arc Raiders. Can't get enough of it. See all those
Right.
AI voices.
Love the old
that
Minecraft.
one's on
Roblox,
PC, very
isn't
into it.
it?
Chris,
Roblox,
get some codes
yeah.
up. It's great.
Back in my day, the arcs I raided were lost ones.
Ah, yeah, that's
like
so-
Indiana Jones.
Problem is, they made a big Indiana Jones game for about $1 billion that no one played. So this is kind of how we've landed in this
So what
situation.
PC gamers will be retraining as console players when GTA comes out.
Is that the answer? So just not been a big enough game to get
Yeah,
people buying?
pretty much. And that's the suggestion. There's a lot to unpack there, right? I find it fascinating that the third best-selling console was that Next Playground.
He's
It's
bought
winging,
one.
it's winging its way to Edinburgh. As
So
we speak.
for those who don't know, it's a roughly $200 like Android console.
Yep.
And it's basically a Kinect, has camera on it, and it's for motion games. And it's got like Bluey and Fruit Ninja, and it's a family console at an affordable price. And hey, surprise, it's done all right. Like all the other consoles are, more expensive than they were this time last year. And that's a real issue in the the economic environment at the moment. At this stage in the generation, last gen, you could pick up a PS4 for what, $200 with a game, and that's kind of done.
And crucially, there were games coming out. Was there a big Christmas game this year? 'Cause I can't remember.
They're probably the big. I mean, Xbox has retreated. I think their sales are. Sakana said their sales are like 70% year on year. I can't remember what the PlayStation. They're all down basically, but I can't remember what the PlayStation ones are. And the PlayStation did have some discounts, but I think the average price they said was like 400 and something. Yeah. I think the big story here is perhaps more that the Switch and Switch 2 combined, I think they said, are down like 10%. I mean, they didn't. I don't believe they offered any discounts, and obviously Switch 1 has gone up in price this year in the States as well. But I think the big takeaway is that it's had a record-breaking launch, obviously early in the year, and the differentiator between Switch 2 and the original Switch is that you can get a console, right? I mean, obviously, I've just been in the US. We went to Target. They're there. You can get one, right? That didn't happen for a long time with Switch, and probably either of the other consoles too, right? So the hardcore of who want a console have been able to get one. So the story is perhaps more about what this shows about the non-hardcore, like the mainstream, the cutting through, and it's an expensive console, right? And again, coming back to that NEX Playground, that Next Playground, however they pronounce it, that's where Nintendo are not. It kind of feels like they've left that market, right? I mean, I've got 2 young daughters, and when I go up to I'm sure you have this as well with your daughter, and when I go up to like the attic and get the Christmas decks, and you see like the Wii and the Wii U and the Kinect, and you're like, I think my daughters would love that, and there's just nothing there. I mean, obviously the audience have gone to mobile, but that's not. No one's offering it in the living room in the same way. So that's what I'd be looking at there. Is that Nintendo must be kind of thinking now about, well, what can we do to kind of get that broad audience, because it doesn't seem to be hitting.
I tried the kid on Miyamoto's magnum opus Wii Music the other week, and she fucking loved it. Yeah, absolutely.
Was she better than Ravi Drums?
I was like, oh, who isn't? I was like, mate, this is shite. Yeah. But she absolutely loved it. Walking about like playing the trumpet on a remote, I'm thinking it was hilarious. But so that's why I've ordered this, because there's a few people asking.
I think it looks great. I looked at it and thought, like, I'm into that. I've played that over Christmas.
There's a few folk asking, saying like, can someone do a proper review of this? Because there's people reviewing it, but they're not like the press like us.
It's like Fruit Ninja on your TV.
But it'd be I'm curious to.
Do you know what they're missing? What? Just Dance.
Yeah,
there is a dancing game, but not Just Dance. Yeah, but I'm interested to review it review it from the context of someone who like reviews proper quote unquote consoles, to see how it actually matches up.
Fully digital
if the games are actual dog shit, or if it actually does work. So
look at the frame rate.
It's turning up. It's not out in the UK yet, so if I do order from Amazon US, so we'll get it. Better believe it.
This is when we missed a place like GeForce. If I was to look for an import today, I would have no idea where to turn.
The unthanked warriors of like the early 2000s, your local import shop. I used to get like Nintendo games before they came out, like anywhere, because they get them from like Hong Kong or something.
Before they even finished developing.
Off the back of a truck. I remember GeForce in Glasgow, I got Far Cry, let's say it was 4, it might have been 3, and that year's Assassin's Creed, and that year's Assassin's Creed was about a month early, and it was just because they just got their big shipment for Ubisoft, and I'm like,
I'm sure I've told this story before, but I went to review the original Black Ops, and the security was insane, right? They had like security guards. We were in a hotel, and we had to stay there, and like the console's tethered, like literally chained to the wall, and you had a security guard going up and down, and I think the security guard even went mad and raided someone's room at some point, because like controller went missing or something. Like mad security, and the embargo's on release day, and I went for dinner that weekend with my missus, and there were just 2 guys on table next just talking about the ending.
Shout out to the now departed indie game shop in Coatbridge, God rest it, who sold me a pirate copy of WWF SmackDown 2 on the PlayStation 2 days after it came out in America.
What was one in London near our office on Tottenham Court Road?
What was that called?
People would off of Tottenham Court Road, off of like Rathbone, like kind of around the corner from where CX.
Is that the one people would trade their games in, or was that CX?
I can't remember. Not me. I was going to tell a story. When I was PR side, we'd have crises where it's like there's 20 promo copies just been traded in at CEX for this game that's come out today.
Yeah. When we went to Forgotten Worlds, there was just a big wrath of red and white PS3 promo discs.
You always spot someone's doing it.
You can always tell if you ever went to CEX in Bath, or CEX is where the journalists were. You would go to the 360 section and you would always see the 360 covers with the faded box and the big yellow stripe over it saying promotional. You need to be an absolute idiot to even attempt that, but people were doing it. So.
I mean, you go on eBay now and there's a lot of press kits from like mid PS4 kind of era, and there was a Bloodborne press kit that came with a like a notebook that had your PSN name stamped into it. So I'm dying to. It's like $3,000. I'm dying to buy it and like try and match it up. But I buy it and it's like Gav Murphy. Oh, I wonder who this could be. Speaking of getting COD games early, someone. When I was in high school, I must have been third year or something like that, third year or fourth year, whatever year Modern Warfare 2 came out. A boy had went and bought the game for GeForce, because GeForce used to do like for Call of Duty, like 5 days before it'd be 100 quid, 4 days 90 quid, and it would come down day and day and day. And he got it, brought it into school, and like it was standing in this stairwell, held it up to show everybody, and a big fucking Ned just came and took it right off him and ran up the stairs. He was gutted. Like, he got it back quite quickly, but you could see the look in his face. He's like, that's my world over, because what am I going to do? I'm not going to batter this guy. Like, there just has to be. I think the Ned felt bad for him because he looked like Tiny Tim. Like, he was just so gutted about it. But
what was the first one? He's in high school buying fucking Modern Warfare. What was it? Was it Call of Duty 2 was the first one that was on
console?
360?
Yeah,
it's 360 launch out,
The glory days. What a game.
Yeah. Being in high school for the Modern Warfare days was fucking amazing, because, I mean, this was before woke, so you could say whatever you wanted on Xbox Live voice chat. It was stunning. We need more games like that, more anti-woke games.
Bring back Uno in the camera.
Can you check how woke the NXT is, or whatever it's called?
I'm not sure.
Can we have we could have a score? We've just got a
woke score. Is that we're going to implement a woke score? People, I told you someone listened to our podcast once and thought we were being serious when we were talking about stuff being too woke. Is that,
people have a very defective sarcasm meter when it comes to podcasts, and like it would take one look at any of our social medias to be like, yeah, they're probably not absolute mentalists, but get the woke score up for NXT or Next Machina or whatever it's called. But all is not lost, because the next story posted on the 18th of December, which I believe is today, by one Chris Scullion.
I see somebody's
this guy
propping us up.
I had to get a train, mate. Global games revenue in 2025 is expected to grow 7.5% compared to last year. Sarkana in the mud. Global video game revenue is expected to reach 197 billion this year. That's according to a new report from video game market research firm Newzoo. According to official figures that have obviously not been confirmed yet, but the global games market report and forecasts, which I go to sleep reading every night, is top of my list.
GGMF.
Even when it's not bedtime.
Yeah, gets to, I don't need melatonin. I just whap out a little bit of the Newzoo global games market report and forecasts. Apparently things are going pretty well. Console gaming is expected to generate global revenue at 45 billion this year, up 4.2% compared to 2024, while mobile gaming is forecast to reach 108 billion, up 7.7% year on year. As Andy was saying, the biggest growth is expected in PC gaming, which generated 43 billion by the end of 2025, an increase of 10.4%. Top games, not really that surprising. It's your Ark Raiders, it's your Monster Hunters, it's your Borderlands. Battlefield 6 generated the most revenue on PC this year.
That is surprising, because
that's a biggie.
I think Sakana, coming back to Sakana, they said that it's going to be extremely likely that Battlefield's going to be the best-selling game in the US this year, which would be the first time Call of Duty hasn't been since the last GTA came out.
Yeah,
for a long time. That's a big deal.
I think they'll did Hogwarts not beat Call of Duty, or was it? They ran it very close. I know.
Maybe. I can't remember. Usually it's always got. Certainly Battlefield's not.
Oh yeah, Battlefield's a surprising one.
I think the take. There's another point that I missed on the first story that's important. There is that the units are the lowest since '95, but the revenue's like on fire.
Yeah.
These consoles are being sold for more money. They're making more profits. I mean, Sony has said that this is already by far the most profitable generation they've ever had.
And congratulations to them for it, Chris. You'd agree?
Sure. Sure.
But see, when I was reviewing Battlefield, I was like, this is really good. But I could totally see this coming out and doing nothing like the last couple of Battlefields have done. The fact that it's totally caught fire, like, is that a confluence of COD being like shit this year?
It seems to be more just people looking for a change rather than necessarily. I mean, I've played neither, so I can't really comment. It seems to me that people
play the Call of Duty campaign. It's really good, I've heard.
Is it? Yeah. So I've heard. But it does seem to be more people just going, I'm sick of Call of Duty, and they've not had an alternative until now. And now, like, they're just kind of.
I mean, that's been the thing in the Call of Duty community, isn't it? I know they moan anyway, and then they buy it, but you've had the sense for a while that they've been looking for a genuine competitor.
Yeah, and it's weird because you saw a lot of when Battlefield was coming out. A lot of the Call of Duty like influencers and streamers being like, "Oh, I can't see myself grinding this out. Like, there's no grindability the way COD has thousands and thousands of camos." But the audience has been like, "Yeah, that's not really what we're looking for at the minute. We're just looking for a really good shooter." And Battlefield is that. So
this is Call of Duty's eFootball moment.
Yeah, exactly.
All the Pro Evo fans jumped to FIFA.
Oh, speaking of, this isn't a story on the list, but FIFA's back. How excited are you?
I saw that way. Yeah. Mr. Andy Robinson reporting that this morning. That, like,
exclusive.
Exclusively FIFA's.
Gianni Infantino phoned up Andy and went, "Today I feel Mr. Robinson."
Remember I told you about the eFootball golf game for all the e-boys and e-girls? Well, it's here.
I would love something terrible to happen to Gianni Infantino. He's really... You'd think Sepp Blatter was the worst possible man in football, and Gianni Infantino's just been like, don't worry about that. I can do it 10 times as bad. He's like some kind of... I feel like he's been corrupted. Like, there's a demon inside the World Cup, and because he's been so close to it, he's getting more and more evil.
Well, that's your lawsuit. Yeah. I didn't say it. But yeah, the game looks... Well, we've not seen the game yet, but apparently, I know I was going.
Game looks
I've
great.
seen it. I've seen it. I'm actually developing it. I'm actually developing it, and I'll tell you firsthand it's shite.
Here's the thing,
it's going to be a car crash, isn't it?
This is the thing.
Like this company, I mean, they're a kind of little-known company who are developing it. They secured the rights for Bond, I think, with IO, and there's some like peculiar wording where I don't know if they're like a biz dev company and they work with like support studios and. I heard for ages that 2K was going to do a FIFA game, right?
They literally made Lego for it.
Go and look at the amount of ex-FIFA people from EA Sports that are on LinkedIn that have been hired by 2K. Like, there's a big paper trail there, right? And they're the only ones who conceivably could dent that because the amount of work that goes into making that game, like decades and decades and decades of iteration, obviously, like you take Infantino's word with a pinch of salt anyway, that he's clearly very incredibly naive about what's required to make a game of this standard. But unless they're scoping it right down, which if they're smart, they need to be, right? This needs to be FIFA heroes.
They should have just paid for Rematch because that's the best football game in years.
I wouldn't be surprised if 2K was still making the proper one because this will take years to do. This is if it's Netflix is doing it, this is a mobile game or a really basic TV game that you use your phone as a controller. This isn't I think BBC or someone was saying FIFA's back. Is it? No, it isn't. It's a game that just has the FIFA brand.
It will have all the international teams for the World Cup. They'll probably get the FIFA Pro license to get the names, and they'll have like naked hits, but it'll just be like...
It's like when you get stuff like NBA Playgrounds, and it's like it's not NBA 2K, it's going to have the FIFA name, but I think... you got like Candy says, 2K's got enough FIFA people in its team now that they've got to be working on something. They're not over there for a laugh.
The 2K thing's especially weird because, obviously, because of the production timelines of Lego, they made 2K Goal Lego sets, and 2K Goal was the long reported name of the football game, so it's weird that just nothing materialised from it, but it was disheartening to see EAFC doing so well this year after its, according to VGC's review, mince. But
I didn't read it.
Yeah, don't no one else did, don't blame me. It's weird. I don't want a new football game in my life. I just want FC to be better. Like, I want the one that I play to be better, because like what Infantino wants is to just have Ultimate Team immediately, to have like an FC competitor, but it's taken them like 20 years of doing Ultimate Team.
If you want Ultimate Team, then don't go to Netflix, because their whole gimmick is no microtransactions, no ads.
Oh, is that the case?
That's all the Netflix game stuff is like, through your
You're the
subscription
only
and nothing
person on the
else.
planet that knows these things.
Like,
Same with Apple Arcade, it's just you.
It's like Netflix games and Apple Arcade are exactly the same. You subscribe.
Soon to be Next Playground as well.
Yeah, listen.
We'll be doing Game of the Year stuff next year, and we'll go, you know what? Bluey.
I think if Bluey on Next Playground is up there with Assassin's Creed. But so it's a weird one. Netflix has just clearly just chucked money at FIFA, allegedly, and just said, let us do it, and they said, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the FIFA that they keep kind of promising. I think this is just a side hustle.
Oh, man.
In time for the World Cup, basically.
Yeah, which, not at all a hustle. World Cup, it's the world's game. Everyone's going to be happy. When I get older, I will be stronger, etc. They just said they're doing $46 tickets where you can sit on fucking Mars and watch the match. So looking forward to it. We'll be over there following the Tartan Army.
I can't believe our first game's at 2 a.m.
Yeah, but I mean...
Is it?
Yeah.
That'll be.
They're going to have to change licensing
That's
laws.
one of my favourite. That's one of my favourite. Most memorable World Cups. Though, was it? Was it Brazil? No, it couldn't have been Brazil. What was the one where they had like stupid o'clock games?
Japan.
It'll be Japan. South Korea.
It wasn't that long ago.
South Africa.
Maybe South Africa.
If it was stupid
I
o'clock,
remember
it would
we
have
had a
been
game.
Brazil.
It was the awful England one with Roy Hodgson.
Oh yeah.
And I think we played. I want to say it's Italy or Uruguay or something, or maybe even both. But yeah, I remember we were in the pub and it was like midnight.
Yeah.
Just so surreal.
But
I don't know.
2 a.m. kickoffs.
They're going to need to do something in Scotland because like clubs can have a light license, but pubs can't. So they're going to be sweeping. If the SNP wants any semblance of respect remaining, just go really hard on the World Cup stuff and just be like, it's a fucking free for all. You can drink in this because you can't drink in the street in Glasgow either because of the history. You can drink in the street here
because of the murder.
I think maybe only in August you can drink in the street in Edinburgh because of the fringe. I don't know, but it's yeah, they'll have to change some things because otherwise, I was at when I was like 19 or something like that. I was at a birthday party and everyone was outside smoking fags, and this boy who was clearly drinking for the first or second time just walked past the threshold with his bottle of Miller. The police just immediately fucking grabbed him and booked him, and he just looked so defeated. Like the police were like, we have to do it, like we can't have seen you and not done this. And he was just like, I'll put it inside, and it's like, don't worry, we're just taking your name, like we're not putting you in fucking Berlin. So yeah, they'll have to do something, but I'm looking forward to the World Cup. I feel like we will be extremely disappointing at the World Cup. There will be we'll hump the small team, and then we will either get an amazing result against Brazil, but it's the middle team that will inexplicably lose 3-0 to.
It's Brazil, Haiti,
and Morocco. Voice
Thank
of
you
God.
very much.
Morocco, fuckers. I'm telling you now, Morocco will be the game that we just don't. Morocco, fuckers.
Morocco, all right.
Yeah, they got to like the semi-final last year. They got Hakimi, best right back in the game.
We had a player who played for Morocco and he was shit.
Which one?
Morocco Mole.
He's shit when he plays for us.
That's the West Ham way.
Exactly the way. I had a Moroccan guy come up when I was in Belgium going to, I think we were playing Leverkusen's on the way, and a Moroccan guy saw my shirt and came up to me and he's like, get his shit. I was like, yes. And then we were friends.
How do you feel about the terrible news that your doppelganger, Nicholas Füllkrug, is apparently leaving?
Yeah.
Has he scored a single goal? Has he touched the ball once?
Yeah, he's collected his wages.
He's
you can't blame anyone who comes to West Ham and they're shy.
Yeah,
it's what we do.
Over at Celtic Towers, we've had 4 losses in a row, so this is generational, generational meltdown. By the time you're watching this, our manager might be gone, which would be amazing.
Which is incredible.
After 4 games, but. That's the standards we hold. They'll probably fucking replace him.
Not to derail the podcast any further, but I feel sorry for him.
Christmas. Just do what you want.
I feel sorry for him.
I felt sorry for him until people discovered his Twitter account that he was still posting on, like as of a couple of days ago.
Was that the one where they said it was like Sandra 58 from Chelmsford?
It was like the things you can control, the things that you can't control, the things you need to
focus on. Was it Dundee you lost to?
Yeah.
Like the ultimate trial. Did you see that?
The Dundee United posted.
Did they?
Yeah, they had the two circles.
Yeah.
And in the middle, they did loss, win, 2-1.
Yeah. I mean, Dundee United hadn't scored against us in 15 hours of football and scored twice in 3 minutes against us. Like,
no, you can't really. You've got to say fair play to that.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you signed any West Ham players recently?
We've not signed any players recently, which is much of a problem.
Like us, yeah.
We signed collectively Ian Atchell, who was like working in Burger King before he came to us. Like,
I would have welcomed him.
Yeah, he's actually been all right. Like, he's been fine. But
he was injured for ages. Came back. and looked up for it for 10 minutes and got injured again.
He's like, oh my hand, oh my hams. He hadn't even because he went off and like went for it. He was like, he's just like, oh, a wee bit.
He didn't like he'd been lost. He lost the dressing room.
Yeah,
he just came out and went, oh my.
Yeah. This is the problem. Like, it's all went downhill since Kyogo left. Since Kyogo inexplicably left, and now where he's here, he's in the absolute doldrums. He plays for like Birmingham or something like that.
I saw their supporters recently going, what are we going to do with Kyogo because he's not scoring goals yet?
Send him back to us.
No. Because he'd lost it.
I don't
care.
He
had one good season.
I don't care. I believe in Celtic's method of just signing Japanese players as a media exercise.
I do agree with that. Bring Nakamura back.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he played until he was about fucking 49. So, yeah, we should start a football podcast that only talks about Celtic and West Ham and no other teams.
Talks about Japanese players.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about video games.
Yeah, we talk enough about video games. Fuck me. Speaking of the World Cup. As an England fan, as an English person,
are you?
God rest you. Do you feel that any like pride in England when they do well in the World Cup? Because it's always like you hit finals and semi-finals quite regularly now. Is it still exciting, or do you feel the way we feel about Celtic, where it's just like, yeah, we do well, that's what we do?
100%. I think my family have always been probably more like England supporters than any other. So you have the memories, and you have the memories like when you're younger and you associate with that, and it feels like you've been on a long journey. Like when we got to the final, it was amazing. Both finals actually. The first one in particular was unreal because we're coming out, we're sort of in lockdown and like half in lockdown, and that weird time where you can only sit with like your household. And I remember going to a pub and they're like, do you live with these two guys? And no. And they sat me on one side of the pub and sat them on the other. So could we not be sat in the tables next to each other? No. I'll tell you what annoys me though, is that it's now become, this is like my middle-age rant. Mm-hmm. It's become a social media thing, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's become an Instagram thing. So whenever England do well, you see people like starting to crop up who clearly aren't watching the game, who have got 80 or probably 100 quid England shirts on, like brand new. We had one when we got to the final the first time. I think Harry Kane scored a penalty. I think it was Denmark, and our table went the table went over.
Yeah,
there's like drinks. You know when the drinks are like dripping from the ceiling, and this person in the corner who had a brand new England shirt on was fuming that we'd like splashed drink on them. Like absolutely fuming. They were sat on a chair where they couldn't see the TV.
Well, there was that photo, wasn't there, of Boris Johnson sitting watching the telly? He looked like he was sitting in his granny's house. Like sitting like that. It was a staged photo watching the.
It's also because there's now like the performative fans that go to like those box parts and throw their beer and stuff.
I think that's one of the probably the sad things of us doing better recently, is it has become performance art.
Yeah,
like the chucking drinks thing or whatever, it's not really organic anymore.
No. Like it's amazing when it's organic, but people buy drinks and just wait there. Like I love it when it happens and then the goal gets varred off and it's like, there you go, that was like
that's kind of ruined it as well, right?
Yeah. Hashtag it's coming home.
Anyway, video game.
Oh, video games. Speaking of video games, the best video game of the year, according to Video Games Chronicle, is Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Not to fall in line with the rest of the industry that's taken the French coin, the franc, as it used to be known. We've given it to Death Stranding 2. Agreed.
Were you alive when it was Frank's?
Yeah, the first time I went to France,
Paris,
it was actually just after Diana. God rest her.
Are you implicating yourself?
No, just after. Also, I was 2 years old. So, it was Frank's.
2-year-olds famously not very good drivers. sorry, proceed.
Too soon. Henri Paul's spinning in his grave. So it was Frank's, because we had Frank's in a wee random drawer for years afterwards that were from when we went to Euro Disney. Speaking of Princess Diana, Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Andy, you agree? Game of the year, best game?
It's my favourite game. Yeah, defo.
It was pretty easy for
I totally agree with your review. It's nice to have a big like blockbuster game that also like tells a story. Has like a personal story. In a lot of ways, this is probably like very like cliche thing to say, but it almost feels like an indie game in some sense, right? Like it's nice to have a game from an auteur. Yeah, people are going to miss. They're really going to miss these games when he's gone.
Definitely,
like they will appreciate them way more. Like these auteur productions. And I like playing games as well, increasingly where you can see how well designed they are.
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think he's very underrated as a game designer, Kojima, where he knows, like, right, well, I've got this resource, I've got a big Icelandic mountain, and I haven't got much money, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you explore it 4 times, and that way, and I'm going to differentiate it, because you're going to have a bike, and then you're going to have some rain, and you can kind of see the cogs moving as you play through the game. It's an all-time great sequel for me. It solves everything, virtually everything with the first game. You can play it. Accommodates different play styles. If you don't want to stealth and stuff, like, I'm just driving around. It's like, there's lots of ghosts here, right? I'm driving around you. Whereas other people were telling me how they played it like full stealth run, and it's a wonderful game. It's my favorite game this year, 100%.
Yeah, I think people worry that when we talk about Kojima games, you're acting as if he's like done absolutely everything. That's not the point we're making. You can so see that his influence across the whole thing. Like, it is a game from him. It's his entire personality made into a game.
But it's more to that. It's like in every aspect, right? For me, it's the best soundtrack of the year as well. The soundtrack is incredible. Like, technically, presentation, the art direction is stunning. It's a stunning game, right? That game has 0 bugs as well, like completely bug free. It's a technical marvel. It's so many ways that this is a fantastic game.
Shout out by Yoshi Shinkawa for the art. Like, still making incredible like costumes and baddies all these years. Like Troy Baker just having the time of his life
Brilliant.
as the
But
baddie.
just tonally, it's great as well that it has fun, right? It can be like incredibly po-faced and with these Hollywood actors, crying over there,
talking about the hat in the car.
Yeah, and then you're having a boss fight with a geezer with an electric guitar.
So what you're saying is I should play it.
You should. If you're on your deathbed and you have the timefall is coming for you and you've got nothing left, watch the ending of that game on YouTube, because it's unbelievable. Like, when I was sitting playing through it, I was like, this is the most, because it hadn't been full Kojima craziness until one point where a certain character appears, and then the last hour is just fucking crazy.
If I'm on my deathbed, I'm not going to watch a Kojima cutscene.
Come on.
I'm not going to get to the end yet.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll be dead.
Well, if you've got a wee bit before your deathbed, like if you can see the car coming.
My game of the year, and I bear in mind with the massive caveat that I don't usually play the big AAA stuff.
Can I guess?
Bluey.
Go on.
Shinobi?
No, but that was very good. It's Silent Hill. The more I think about it, because I gave Shinobi a higher score because that was more immediately brilliant. Silent
I was
Hill.
surprised that didn't get more Game Awards noms.
What, Shinobi?
Yeah, Shinobi.
No, Silent Hill.
Oh,
Silent Hill.
Yeah. Your women got the performance nod, but it wasn't really in a lot of other categories.
The zero spoilers at all, but the ending is massively clever. It's very clever how it fucks with the player.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy with it.
Because
you find out who the F is.
Yeah. it's Frank. It is the man behind the coins in
France. The French coins, yeah.
It's Silent Hill French.
Oh, God. We've had enough games in France this year. Fucking Expedition 33, even though it's not really in France. Pokemon is in France. Like, come on now. We picked a bad year to make enemies of the French.
That's why Pokemon's get the wee accent above the E, because it's French. What's it? 2 games is too many French games. I mean, it is too many.
I mean, I was forced to go to France this year and withstand a protest, so it's really pushed me to the edge. Although when I was in France, I had a smash burger for some place. I think it might have literally been called Smash. And I was like, okay, I know things going to be expensive. It's like €15 or something like that. I was expecting...
That's like 20 francs.
It's like 20. I was expecting a 20 franc sized burger. This wee tiny thing appeared. And I was like, I mean, this is delicious, but I feel like I've been absolutely done here.
What? Forgive my ignorance. What is
makes
a
a
smash?
smash
What is a
burger?
smash? Is it literally just like not very well formed?
When they make the patty, they leather absolute shite at it, so it's like wafer thin, as they say in France.
You could do that to any burger.
You can. That's I think that
You
it's,
can indeed smash
you
your
can
own burger.
you can smash up your smash your
The
bitch
gimmick
up.
is that it's pre-smashed.
Yeah, it's pre-smashed, and it's like they do a burger, cheese, etc., a burger and all that kind of thing. So it's very nice, but it was so little actual food that on the way back to the hotel, I stopped at a place called Homer and got a
Donut.
No, I got a lobster roll, which was sensational. I've been turned on to more seafood since the VGC night out a couple of years ago, where we spent 40 grand on lobster for whatever reason. Glory days. Patreon.com/VideoGamesChronicles. We're going for a lot of meat after this, which I'm looking forward to.
Lobster this time.
I appreciated that the remit for where we went for dinner tonight was just a place where we could get a lot of meat. I can get behind that.
I
10 times out
genuinely
of 10.
don't remember. I don't remember. I don't even know where we're going.
It's like round the corner, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is coming out after we're going to be
Yeah,
long gone, so
doxes.
we can't dox. I said, although, shout out, I didn't catch your name because you ran for the bus. Literally, as I got out of my hotel, a person went past me and went, "I love VGC, mate," and walked away. And I was like, oh, I didn't have time to stop and have any witticisms with him, and he got on a bus. So, congratulations to you for meeting me. And if you're a patron,
Commiserations.
let me know, and we'll make a big deal of you. But yeah, it was Death Stranding, do a good game. Anything else apart from Silent Hill left? Like, you loved Shinobi. What other bits and
Shinobi was
bobs?
good. I like Mario Kart World. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to go too much into it. I've been playing it more recently. But although Sonic Racing was better.
Yes, come on now. That's the most Scullion opinion that I've
Sonic
ever
Racing Cross World was better. So get out of me.
Was it SGF when we were talking about?
Aye, and you were ripping the pish, but fucking Dringo was agreed, and then it comes out, and Metacritic were very, very kind to it as well. So vindicated.
Yeah.
I think you're fine.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think for me, outside of Death Stranding, Kingdom Come 2, brilliant game. People should, if you've got time over Christmas, just sink into that because it's so great. Obviously, Donkey Kong's brilliant. I actually think Donkey Kong's better than you think Donkey Kong is, which is very weird for us.
It's like when you go with different expectations, right? And it's a real thing. Is that when you're reviewing it, you haven't got other people telling you this is awful, this is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a great game, but you wear your critic hat, or you're picking at it, right? It's the same with Metroid. Like, I really enjoyed Metroid, but it's a very flawed game. But I really enjoyed playing through it.
Yeah,
You are allowed to enjoy like a 7 out of 10 game.
I get a lot of because I don't do the Nintendo stuff out of Pokemon. Like, I like just coming to the Nintendo stuff and playing it, and I get to have a completely like uncritical thought process of just like, oh yeah, Donkey Kong smashes up shit, brilliant.
Switch to Welcome Tour. What a game!
Oh, what a bit of software! What a title!
It's the amount of stuff I learned about how a dock works.
Yeah. Docking, look it up. I can't believe that the entire lifespan of the Switch 2 stuff all happened this year. Like, it's quite crazy. Like, I was thinking about how they did that first thing. I was in Vegas to see a game that is long passed into the memory banks. And we did a podcast when I was in Vegas, like, about the very first Switch 2 video where they like showed a bit of Mario and stuff like that, and then it was just go, getting our Switch 2s before going to
On the
play
day
the
of Summer Game
SGF,
Fest,
like. Crazy times.
Good times.
That was exciting though. I like a console launch. It was nice to do a proper one because obviously the PS5 and the Xbox console launches were shite.
It didn't even feel like a console launch though. I switched.
Is it because you were absolutely tearing your hair out trying to fire out videos because we didn't get one early?
That's what I mean, but you didn't. It didn't. It was very like it kind of arrived with a whimper, right?
And we immediately got on a plane for a week. So
yeah.
It was a weird situation, but I really like the Switch 2 as a console. Like, every time I use it, I'm
brilliant.
like, this is so much better than the first one. Like, because obviously, so I passed 400 hours in Pokemon this week. Not proud of it.
But I'm looking forward to some of the big third-party games, right? Because one of the great thing about the original Switch at the start, like indie days, is that you'd play like your Switch would be your platform for multi-platform stuff. I'm going to play it on Switch. I'm going to play it on Switch. Whereas now you might get that bit of that again. Like, like Capcom are releasing everything now, like Resi and Pragmata next year. You could legit go, I'll play that on Switch too.
I don't think I'll ever play big graphic games on Switch 2 third party, but for stuff that's like I'm forced.
It's fine. Like it's like playing on Steam Deck almost, right?
Yeah, but
I mean, I played Requiem on Switch 2. It's the perfect game for that sort of because it is literally smoke and mirrors. You're in the dark, with a flashlight. It looks great. It looks fine.
I saw people were going off their head that the Final Fantasy demo doesn't look great, but I think
Really?
it's I think it's different things like the.
It's because of the frame rate.
Apparently, Cloud's hair looks fucked, but I think it depends. There are some games
spiky.
There's some games like Requiem they'll do better with it. But I mean, that first Final Fantasy is a PS4 game, so you think they would.
It's
pull the
ideal
finger
for
out.
PS4 stuff because PS because I'm once again playing through Yakuza 0 again to try and actually finish it this time and play it on Switch 2, and it's brilliant in handheld. Just because like it feels like magic, even though because the jump from Switch to Switch 2 is so big, and even though I've had Steam Deck and the ROG Ally and that for some reason just it running smoothly on a Nintendo console and without all the kind of faffing about you have to do like a handheld PC.
Yeah,
it just works. It's just like,
is your whatever the Xbox thing called covered in dust yet? Or
no, I'm still using it. I'm using it for for
dust.
For playing
Games on the Engage?
older games.
I see.
For research for various books. But no, it's
you're not satisfied writing one book at a time, though. You need to do about 8 at once.
5 books. I've got 5 books in the go, mate. I'd still use it for Dreamlight Valley. I played Disney Dreamlight Valley on it while the kid watches TV.
800 quid for a Dreamlight Valley machine.
Better believe it.
You get a PS5 Pro for that money, maybe.
Wouldn't
I don't know
wipe
what
my
it costs.
I'd love to see you try it.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the wrong colour for it.
Yeah, it's very sleek. It's got a bit those spiky bits in the middle would really do you in. I was also playing some Yakuza 0 on the Nintendo Switch too. But I found the karaoke stuff to be impossible because of the different positions of the A, B, X, Y.
My alarm's about to go off to pick my kid up from school, so I'm going to.
So we're going to leave it there. Chris is
I'm
going to
just going to turn the alarm. I'm going to turn the alarm off before it goes off.
But because is it the X and Y or the A and B that are different on the Xbox controller to the Nintendo? I was like, I can't do this. It's like learning a different language, Japanese. But yeah, the Switch 2 is great. I look forward to the first big proper Mario. That's going to be serious. If you come back for a big proper Mario preview event and you're like that, I'm no so sure I'm going to jump in the Clyde. Like that'd be a real killer. Like, but I think
I think that I've been a bit down recently on Nintendo stuff the last year. I just, I think they're missing. The Switch 2's still not got its mega blockbuster for me. It's like legitimate classic.
Can I introduce you to a game called Pokemon Legends ZA, a legitimate classic? I mean,
but it's not.
Your kids were quite into Scarlet and Violet. Have they tried ZA?
We've been playing a bit of ZA, yeah. It's just like
very different.
It's Scarlet and Violet Corridor Edition.
Yeah, France Edition.
Yeah.
The
Expedition ZA.
Yeah. Expedition Tronte, as Big Nico said on the stage.
I still remember to this day when World Cup France '98 came, and during the opening ceremony they went, "Mesdames et Messieurs, bienvenue la Coupe du Monde 98." And I was like, I'm impressed at how quickly that guy said '98, like in French. I was going
to ask a very ignorant question and ask if that was the one that Diana Ross absolutely shanked a penalty, but that was
USA.
That was USA. Naturally, Diana Ross. Do we think is Diana Ross dead? And do you know?
That's the other Diana you're thinking again.
Oh yeah.
No, she's still kicking a ball. No, not literally.
Diana Ross did. This is what the new Apple Watch is off.
Diana Ross was born the 26th of March.
It's not what we asked.
Not what we asked.
And is 81 years old.
81. Congratulations, happy birthday!
She's still kicking a ball, but she wasn't kicking a ball then. She missed a penalty.
Really, she was shanking a ball. 1944. My God,
remember it well.
I was about to say a couple of years after you started your career.
Very funny.
After you started working on O&M, writing about Hanafuda cards.
when I launched CVG.
Other big games this year it's been weird. Like a lot of the stuff, like at your Expedition 33s and your Monster Hunters, like it was very top heavy, and then I feel like this kind of Christmas autumn period wasn't super hot with stuff.
You'll sniff at this, but I've said this before, my best 10 minutes of any game this year was Fortnite when that chapter ended and they just threw everything
love
into
licenses.
I love a crossover.
I'm not going to be as cynical as you may think. I also thought that was cool. I just think I've maybe been Avengers Endgame moment to death at this point, whereas I liked when Hatsune Miku was standing on top of Godzilla. That was pretty cool. But I think it's less impressive when Fortnite do this stuff now because you know they can get anything. There's not. Have they ever put out what's a license they could put in it that you go, oh my God, they're never going to do that?
To be fair, I think
Jesus Christ,
Simpsons was the only one because it's been so long that it's been in anything.
Yeah,
so that was unexpected, but. Other than that, they could basically get whatever they want. Kim Kardashian was just added to it.
I saw that
just
too.
Like no one cares about.
Yeah, it's like I played a lot of The Simpsons.
Famously unpopular person.
Yeah, I played a lot of The Simpsons. The Simpsons season. I was like, this is cool. Like, I'll come back to it when they re-add it for whatever. But every time I play Fortnite and it has one of these crossover things, I'm like, I wish they did a proper game of this stuff. Like, I'd love another Simpsons game, but doesn't seem on the cards because I think they're going to wrap that up in that second film because the voice actors sound terrible these days.
Well,
Marge sounds like this.
The woman who did Marge in Spain or Argentina or something like that just died. Like the international voice actors are starting to drop off. You know, Homer. So like they're all on their way out. One of the big ones is going to die at some point, and then they'll be like, "Fuck, we need to stop this."
AI baby, Dan Castellaneta AI version. I mean, Nancy Cartwright will be fine. She's still kicking the ball, but she's she's part of a group that we certainly shouldn't talk about if we're wanting to keep this legally above the board. Yeah,
she
Rangers fans. No,
she in with Tom Cruise. No, like
I'm not saying.
By which I mean, is she a stunt woman?
Yes. She was in Mission Impossible 9. She threw herself off the Finiston Crown.
She just annoys me. She's in that. No disrespect to Charles Martinet, but she's in that Charles Martinet camp of people who do the voice all the time, even when you don't ask them.
Stop her, yeah.
There's that really awkward video of her going up to some like teenager and going, "Have you heard of Bart Simpson?" And he's like, "Yeah." She's going, "Hey, Bart Simpson." And he's looking at her as if to.
That's a good impression.
She's like, "That's me. I'm the voice." And he's like, "All right." And she's like, "Oh, it's a proper David Brent moment." She's like, that's it. I'm the voice."
Let's not talk about Ricky Gervais again. We got too much flack last time because he loves dogs more than people. You know, he just tells it like it is. He tells the jokes you're not supposed to tell.
Yeah, he's not afraid.
Yeah, and don't feel bad about laughing at them.
I'll try.
Because you're laughing at things you shouldn't supposed to laugh about, and that's a bit of freedom. Dogs are better than people. They're amazing. Watch Afterlife on Netflix, the worst television show ever made. Sorry, Ethan. Has been, it's good. Who else were we going to take a shot at there? Yeah, the animated shows that should get another game. Another South Park game, because those two South Park games were really good. Like, the Fractured But Whole wasn't as good as The Stick of Truth, but...
Wasn't there the rumour that Fortnite's going to do that?
They are doing a South Park mini-season, but this is the thing. I want an actual game. I know Matt and Trey are constantly busy, and they're like doing a film with Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that, but I really like those games.
That South Park N64 game was my Turok 2 moment. Like,
he basically was Turok.
Yeah, but it was because I didn't get. I bought Turok 2, but I wasn't fooled by the review like you were. But then I was then fooled by the South Park review, where they're like, "This is actually great. This is better than Turok 2." I was like, "Really? No, it's not. It's just like throwing snowballs at turkeys for fucking 3 hours."
Should we take things down a notch with another news story? This is going to be controversial, and Chris Scullion is going to defend AI. So here we go. It's time to face reality. AI is here to stay. Kingdom Come Deliverance Studio head responds to Larian Backlash. That's a great stripper name, Larian Backlash. I'm going to be using that on the circuit from now on. The co-founder of developer Warhorse has shared his thoughts on generative AI following online backlash to the news that Larian has been using it. Larian revealed the new Divinity game at the Game Awards. After this, Sven did some interviews, including one on VGC. You can go and check out. We didn't talk about AI, but he's been chatting about it elsewhere. Vinka, I believe is how it's pronounced. If it isn't, I apologise. Stated that Larian is using AI to, quote, explore ideas, flesh out PowerPoint presentations, develop concept art, and write placeholder text. But he said that no AI-generated content would make it into the final game, and that, quote, everyone at the company is more or less okay with the way we're using it. Social media took it well, to say the least. Larian, who one of the most beloved game studios at the moment, you would probably say, following Baldur's Gate. But now dead to everyone, in the mud. Wrap it up. They were very unhappy about it, but now Daniel Varva, the co-founder of Warhorse Studios and the director of both Kingdom Come Deliverance games, has defended Larian, claiming on X that every studio is now using the tech for similar work. Quote, this AI hysteria is the same as when people were smashing steam engines in the 19th century, Varva wrote. Larian said they were doing something that absolutely everyone else is doing and got an insanely crazy shitstorm. I've even seen someone accuse us of using AI in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I don't know anything about it except that I used Topaz Labs to upscale some of the AI elements from Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and some of the old low-res textures. I'm no fan of AI generated art, but anyway, it's time to face reality. AI is here to stay, etc. and so on. Chris Scullion, what are your thoughts on this whole shitstorm, and are you AI generated at the moment?
Part of me is my left shin.
Nice.
I can see the arguments against it for I'm not a fan of it for creative purposes. I'm not completely buying the argument that we're just using it for concept art. But concept art's the creative bit.
Yeah,
that's the bit. It's like when Ubisoft recently they found a AI generated loading screen in Anno, and they said, "Oh, that wasn't meant to be there. That was a placeholder. Here's the real art," and it was just that again, but the hands were fixed. It's like that's not what people were complaining about.
We've got a special system that only does hands.
People weren't angry about the hands and faces. They were angry about the entire composition. So yeah, I've always said that I can understand it for stuff like making trees. That's always the example they always
But
give.
here's the thing: games have been doing that for fucking
exactly,
ages.
Exactly. So it's never never
weird.
been used in certain ways. It's never been a thing.
Speed tree, baby.
But exactly, better believe it. But stuff like when it becomes the creative process, that's when I think it crosses.
Again, the other side of it is it's plagiarism, right?
Yeah.
Speed tree. Someone made those bits of tree,
exactly,
and they're kind of randomly generated. They're not plagiarizing someone else's tree art.
Yeah,
that's the bigger issue I think that people have with generative AI is that we just have to accept that we're just all robbing people's art. We just have to accept it's here to stay. No, we don't.
I mean, brother, Google anything about Pokemon Legends ZA and Google shove you a load of absolute tripe written by me.
That's why the voice acting thing, I think there's a middle ground to be found there, certainly more than with the concept art, because if you can find someone willing to sign their voice away, then it's similar to the Speed Tree thing where they're providing the data set.
In a situation where it was like, I'll give you permission to use my voice, these recordings for this game, and I need to see everything before it goes in, kind of thing. Like, that's
the thing. Like, they need to figure out the payment process for that, because for me, I think I've said this before, my dream game is a FIFA game where when you start the next round, when you turn FIFA on in the morning, and if I start playing Celtic versus whoever, the commentators are talking about.
Well, it's been a bad night for Wilfred Nancy,
because they've turned up, they've done their usual session where they spend a week or two recording the standard lines, get their lump sum for that. Then they'll get almost like a subscription basis. They'll keep getting a monthly fee from the developer for the rights to use their voice for continually generated daily updates on what's been going on the night before, because otherwise they're going to have to turn up at the recording studio every single day to record new lines, which they can't do.
Martin Tyler's got Jazzercise on a Thursday. He can't be turning up.
I know, exactly.
Do we feel like we are... every time we talk about this and we're arguing about it, I feel like we'll flash forward to 5 years and it'll be like, I can't believe we were having these conversations.
Horse armor
like,
again, basically.
I know that's like slippery slope stuff, but you can't turn the tap off unless there is some generational lawsuit where these companies get absolutely done by everyone from all sides. But Disney just signed a deal with OpenAI to let Disney let OpenAI use Disney characters. So that's it. If Disney's going to do it, then it's over.
That was mental that they did that. Yeah. I can't believe they've done that.
They said they're licensing like 200 characters. It'd be good if it was the 200 shittest ones. You don't get Mickey, you don't get Donald.
You get Ursula.
Yeah. You get Oswald.
There's just going to be a pushback, right? Yeah. When everyone's making this stuff with bloody Windows apps, then it becomes far less appealing. It's like you see now, even like really extravagant photoshopped images are just way less interesting or appealing now, because someone can just put a prompt and do it. So anything that they're able to make easily with these tools would probably be far less interesting. So, maybe it won't be the horse armor thing, right? Maybe it'll be, as I said in a previous episode, the note on the yogurt, right? It says it's organic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The AI has also made leak culture far less interesting. Like, I don't know if you are keeping up with the Avengers leaks that are happening at the minute with all these trailers and stuff like that. I miss it when it was the Grinch leak of Super Smash Brothers, when it had to be proper shit. It had to be the shakiest thing ever. Now it's just like, someone's made quite a... if you look at it for too long, you realise it's crap, but quite a decent...
Well, there's that Shenmue one that was doing the rounds recently, and people are like, Shenmue's going to be announced. It's like, no, that's a 4.5 minute long trailer of just shite cutscenes. It was clearly not real. And they had to come out. Ease.net came out and complained.
The thing that will potentially stop this, or at least legislate it extremely, there will be some massive political moment that is that kicks off where
the
it's
next big election.
Yeah, where I could see there being some legislation around you can't use it with real people or something like that. Surely there are things in place now where you can't use it with kids or whatever, but there's going to be something like that has to stop it. But copyrighted material, I think, is just fucking... As soon as they let anyone download, what's it called, is it Gemini, the Google one, or whatever the Google one is,
Gemini,
you can get it for a very consumer friendly subscription. As soon as that happened, it's game over. So I think I'll retrain as a centre back and play for Glasgow Celtic. So
I don't know, we'll be fine. There's always a place for...
Can AI generate this, baby? What would they put in the prompt? But make the most libelous podcast you possibly can. Talk about games for 5 minutes and then talk about Princess Diana quite a lot.
God rest her.
God rest her. You you don't think she deserves to be God rested? No.
He's got no opinion on the monarchy.
Where were you on the night of the 16th?
Listen, I was doing a sponsored walk. I think you'll
the
find not on the night, but the day before. So I'm a conscience. My conscience is clean. Like I was from Strath. I can't remember where it was from. I can't remember.
Strathclyde to Paris.
No, it was up north, but it was above board. So I'm good. I'm safe.
You're a big charity man back in the day.
I believe it, man.
A big charity case now. That's harsh.
I had something even worse to do. An even worse charity reference there, but I think we've used up our
back in
evil
days,
figures.
Stoke Mandeville Hospital.
It was exactly.
This actually made me remember the last time I had sent any significant money to charity. There was a raffle somewhere in Loch Goylehead, if you're familiar with it, in Argyll. And they were doing a charity raffle, and I won a signed Hibs away shirt, and I was like, amazing. I think Derek Riordan may have played for them at that time. That was the proper River City boy, and that was the only name I recognised. That is probably eaten by moths in my mum and dad's loft at this point, because I was very staunchly against having any club football shirts when I was younger that had any rivalry to Celtic. I would get like a Barcelona top maybe on holiday, but I think people that have multiple domestic clubs, I think that is arrestable behaviour in my opinion. It's disgusting.
You said that like that. That was like you said that like it was a quirk. Like when I was younger, I was against having any shirts that were not the club I support.
It was very common when I was young for people to have like.
It's incredibly common now.
Yeah,
like, if you go to anywhere with families, kids are running around in like. What was the last Champions League final? It's PSG. Who were they playing? Barcelona, right?
Inter. In the last one. Yeah, because they pumped them like 5-0.
So many kids in PSG shirts there. It's like.
It's a PSG shop in London.
In London, I know that's
madness.
I know that's a brand, like, and they've got like the Michael Jordan stuff. So like, I understand that element of it, but
so much for Brexit, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Bloody
yeah.
I
voted for Brexit exclusively to get the PSG shop out of London.
The PSG shop shut down.
Which honestly, if that was the campaign, I'd have been sweet by
I know.
it.
I'd be like,
It makes some good points actually, because I mean. They really tarnished Messi's career towards the end.
We should get a Millwall shop put in Paris.
Yeah,
but don't put windows in it; they'll get broken within 10 minutes.
Like, is Millwall quite a fash club? Like, are they like quite?
You mean fashionable or fascist?
Fascist.
Right.
Because my understanding of the spectrum of English clubs is quite is quite fuzzy, but a very notable lead singer of Rancid, the punk band, is a massive Millwall fan. I was like,
just more hooliganism than fascism?
Yeah, maybe. I'm genuinely asking. This isn't an allegation. Andy, you're English. Is Millwall fash?
I'm not making any comment about Millwall Football Club.
Yeah, well,
in case anyone's
you put yourself in the firing line. I suppose what would be worse, getting your head kicked in or going to watch West Ham? It's 6 half a dozen these days, I would imagine.
Probably won more games than you in the last 4, I imagine. Probably won more games than
Wouldn't
you in
be
the last
difficult.
4, I imagine.
Yeah. Everyone has.
Get Wilfred Nancy to West Ham, and then you'll see some Andy will go into his
We played you pre-season. What was it? Was it 5-1 or 6-1?
I don't remember.
to Celtic or to West
I
Ham.
don't remember friendlies.
Went to Celtic.
Don't remember friendlies.
Yeah, we beat Man City pre-season about 3 years ago. So shut up. We've won.
Under 18s.
We've won the European Cup. So first British team to win it. Lisbon Lions.
So back when you had to go there on cart and horse, yeah.
Well, I think we had to be like 4 teams to win it, but it doesn't matter. Still won it. Still in the trophy case, eh? We've still got a star above the badge.
Smoking cigars in goal.
Every player in that team was born within like 10 miles of Celtic Park, and these days they look like they would be labourers. Like that's proper football when they're kicking about like a pig's bladder, etc. I think it's always ridiculous. And I'm calling out, here comes the guillotine here, the podcast. Friends of the show, Christopher McArthur-Boyd, Susan McCabe and Frankie Boyle were talking about how Pele and Maradona, they could still play today. Could they? Fuck. Players from that era could not play today
Maradona
whatsoever. Maradona would be... I don't think he could. I think Maradona, wee barrel-chested man, he would be blown up completely within about 5 minutes. The boys that play now are lit show ponies. Like, have you seen the state of Erling Haaland? He's just like a big bit of muscle. I don't think it would happen.
When you watched the 1986 World Cup and Maradona get booted up and down the park.
That's the only argument where they used to get two-footed and nothing would happen. But you get wee tricky players like that now, and they do nothing these days. Unfortunately, you get your Abdel Tabarat.
Are you specifically saying that Aidan McGeady is better than Diego Maradona? I think that's what you're saying.
Aidan McGeady is better than Diego Maradona. Today, at least, Aidan McGeady is better than Diego Maradona.
Aye.
Yeah.
God rest him.
Yeah, but unfortunately, when photos of Aidan McGeady's corpse get sent around and boys get sent down for it.
That's just in.
Like Aidan McGeady's. No, don't.
It's on the Nintendo Today app.
Is Aidan McGeady still alive?
Nintendo Today announces Aidan McGeady has died.
This is Miyamoto. Aidan McGeady has died.
God rest him.
We've got a death notice of Aidan Mag-E from Kilkenny. This is from this.
Are you genuinely looking up a dead guy?
No, I just said, is Aidan McGeady dead into my stupid watch, and now I've got a contact for Aidan McGee, journalist, London. So we'll get him on the case. What are we talking about? Football? Yeah, the
video games.
Video games, positive, negative about them. You get anything you want to play over Christmas? Because I'm going to finish Metroid. I'm going to go back to Kingdom Come because they put more stuff in it. And last year on Christmas Day, after I was absolutely full of turkey and pigs and blankets, we'll get onto Christmas Day food in a minute, but I just sat down in my dad's Xbox Series X and I was like, what do I want to play? Can I be bothered to play? Just played Vampire Survivors for hours and hours. Just let the screen dazzle me.
I'm just going to play Racoin.
Oh, mate. I keep telling them, I keep saying to them, just send me a hooky copy. Like, send me a dev build. I don't care. Not interested. So...
When are we going to be sponsored by Racoin?
I was about to say, no one talks about Racoin more than us, and I really feel like next year when that becomes massive, we need to remember.
Legitimately in the hotel bar at the JW, I was showing people Racoin.
It's going to be unbelievable. Like, I cannot wait for that game to come out. You're not going to play it. You're going to go, I've not got time to play that. I've not got time to play Bellator.
Well, I thought the demo's down, isn't it? It's not up anymore.
Too good. They took it down. It's like PT.
People will be selling PCs with Racoin installed on them for $4,000.
Hideo Kojima's Racoin.
No, I'll give it a go. I like a wee
shove
arcade,
halfpenny.
Arcade 2P machine.
Did your granny call it a shove halfpenny?
No, we used to call it 2P machines.
Yeah, shove halfpenny is a really, really old expression.
Old term.
What are you playing over Christmas? Don't say book. I'll throw this can at you.
I will actually be doing that, but probably either Metroid or Pokemon. I haven't decided yet. One of the two.
Both equally mince.
I'll maybe do an hour of each way.
Absolute swing of tone back and forth for Miles McKenzie to Charizard. And do you get anything you're wanting to play, or you just?
I usually just play old games at Christmas.
Yeah.
I like to revisit like old Christmas games.
Didn't you say you do is it GoldenEye you do? Donkey Kong you do a run of?
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah, it's my yearly run. It's due with that, so I'll probably I like playing old games.
Yeah.
I'll fire up Switch Online and have a look at some stuff. Maybe get the analog 3D out.
I was going to say, my analog 3D just turned up, so I'll probably be playing No Mercy with my brother.
Is that the Nintendo 64 one?
Yeah.
Right, okay. This is the green thing that you bought? Right.
I quite fancy the Time Crisis, you know, the new guns. What's the Embracer company? I want to give them a go.
Yeah. I've got that. I can chuck it over if you want. I'm done with it soon. I still need to write a review for that. It works quite well. It's used as the camera. The gun's got a camera on it, and you sync it up to point at the corners of the TV, and then it's basically moves the camera around to shoot stuff on the screen. It's very good.
It's not bad. Speaking of the Switch Online, where's the rest of the GameCube games? Where's those two Pokemon GameCube games they announced like at the launch of it? They've just been like,
we're not going to say that. They just released Wario World, which I'm happier about. That's
what's the cadence? Because obviously I didn't pay attention to this stuff when they were releasing like N64 games. Is it monthly they stick a game out, or what? How long am I going to? I know the GameCube's got like 15 games.
It must be monthly because it's December now and they've released 5 or 6 by this point. But I suppose it's launched with 3.
Yeah,
I think since it came out, they've only brought out Mario Football, Chibi Robo, and Luigi's Mansion and thingy. Wario. So that's 4 since it launched. So
man, they need to get those. I'm surprised they're doing them because I think I spoke about this at the time. Those were I think it was Genius Sonority, maybe the company that did them, and the Pokemon company was very hands off with them and like let them make one new Pokemon, Shadow Lugia, that's not been put into the rest of the canon. So they kind of got forgotten about, never got re-released. When people higher up in Pokemon were asked by fans, they would like laugh and be like, "Yeah, we're not going to be dealing with that stuff." But they're putting them both out. When I played the GameCube stuff. When I played Zelda, I was expecting the Wii U version of it, and it certainly was not. But I'm glad I bought that GameCube controller for the Switch 2. What was it, like 70 quid or whatever?
What a controller.
Right next to my Switch 2 camera, which I've never got off.
I wish there was a way to play that, to use that controller on a normal GameCube, because it's basically like a better wave.
Can you not?
Unless maybe there'll be some sort of adapter you can buy.
I thought when they brought them all out for Smash Brothers, the whole gimmick was that you could use them on original hardware, but I could be talking shit.
No, you could, but I mean like the new one that they brought out for Switch 2,
the
wireless one, because that's...
Time to pick up the kids.
I know. I turned off.
I've just found out I've got a child and she's actually in school at the moment.
Is that
So.
Breaking news. Ian McGeady.
Ian McGeady's back from the dead. He's coming to the studio right now.
It's a Ring doorbell.
Yeah. I don't have a Ring doorbell. I need a Ring doorbell. What I've got is two very stupid dogs that if there's a car door open anywhere near the house, they go, whoa, 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 whoa. And that's like, there's probably someone coming.
Someone comes to the door, they go, dun, 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 dun.
I'd like a Ring doorbell, but yeah, I don't want to. I don't want one with a battery you need to keep charging. I'd want one that you need to wire in, but I'm obviously not going to do it. I can't be bothered getting somebody to do it.
My cousin's got his whole house CCTV'd, like very high quality CCTV, and one of his back tellies, it just plays as if it's a nightclub. Like you can just see all the different squares, and I'm like, it's quite compelling.
Like a wee panic room.
Yeah, but that would be. I'd just get obsessive checking it.
Is it getting worth stealing, or is it just
okay.
Yeah.
Right. The Midland name. When I was younger and I stayed at my mum and dad's, they have like a big forest at the back of their house, and any noise sounded like someone putting the fucking door down. So I would like stick in my bedroom window was at the back of the house.
Any noise. A bird line to push.
I would stick my head out and look, and there would never be anything there. So I became really, really paranoid. I'd wake up at like 4 a.m, convinced that like 10 geezers were breaking into the conservatory and there was nothing there. So now I live in a scheme, so there's constantly shit going on, and it's quite normal. Yeah. Fireworks going off at 3 a.m. the other night. I was just like, big Dundee United fans. Really happy about the result. You have a Ring doorbell? Oh, because the wee noises went off in the podcast. You are a Ring doorbell man? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you got to have a Ring doorbell. How do you accept parcels when you're not there?
So I never get anything sent to mine because I don't trust my postman because you ain't
got a Ring doorbell.
He's an absolute jakey.
Charlotte.
I got sent some mad Batman statue, and it sat in my neighbour's house for about 3 days, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know what this is, mate. It's got your name on it. Do you want to take it back?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure. What is it? A big fucking Batman statue?" Because the postman just didn't bother telling me. And then that wee neighbour died over Christmas a couple of years ago.
God rest
him. But the person that lives there now has got a lovely wee staffy, which is nice. So
did you like lay the Batman statue on a grave?
Yeah. I stood there in silent mourning.
You're up there with Aiden now, so.
It's you, Aiden, Tina Turner, Diana Ross.
Diana Ross is still going.
Tina Turner's dead.
Aye.
She the one that died? Whitney Houston died in the bath. Songstresses from across the years. Our new podcast on patreon.com/Video Games Chronicle.
They did the Bodyguard musical in London, and I remember I was going past once. I can't remember who it was that was playing her. It was playing the Whitney
Alexandra
Houston
Burke. She did it for a long time. Yeah.
And as I went back, the poster said, "Last chance to see Alexandra Burke." I was like, what? They're going to drown her in the bath then? That's commitment to the cause.
It's an old theatre tradition. After the last performance, they push her off the front of the stage straight into the pit.
They put the bath over.
They do a Jeanette Cranky and just shove her off a beanstalk. That's it. Panto, I saw an advert for it coming in at the Kings. It's Elaine C. Smith and some jobber. No idea who it is, but I've not been to a Panto in about 15 years.
I hate Panto.
So this is what I was going to ask. Are you too dragged to it via kids, and is it all just pop culture references? Is it like, oh, I'm Sleeping Beauty, but this year I hope my life is golden, and they start singing that fucking K-pop song?
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it.
Yeah. It's whatever happened in the news that week, they go,
So, like, is it still just...
Oh, you've had a battering. Do you play for Celtic?
Yeah.
And your Wilfred Nancy.
Wilfred Nancy comes out and they push him into the pit. I did appreciate when Celtic were getting beat by St Mirren in the League Cup final that they started chanting at Casper Schmeichel, Kenny McLean for the halfway line, because the last time I was at Hampden, Scotland absolutely horsed them. But I enjoyed that through my tears. So my question is, do they still do the "it's behind you"? Oh no, they don't.
I imagine so. I'd kind of keep.
How have you avoided that?
Because they're shite.
Yeah, I know, but you've got a Wayne. Surely she just tells you what to do.
She often does, but she's.
Movies.
I know, exactly. I know. We're
She's like, this is shit. Stick Splatoon on. I'm not interested in this pantomime.
No, she's never really shown much interest in it, which is good. Like,
you don't take her.
Yeah,
I know. Well, that's fine.
Like the
Job done.
world.
Job done. Well, she'll dabble with a movie or two, but and we'll take her to like musicals and stuff, but not take her to Rent.
Take her to the Bodyguard.
Take her to the Bodyguard.
Did you just get dragged to any
Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
Avenue Q.
Did you just get dragged to any Christmas like concerts and shit like that? Because in my school when I was younger, it felt like every year there was a whole week of here we're going to sing the hymns and we're going to do.
We had to do obviously our first 2 years of primary school. She was in the nativity, but they don't do it.
Any big roles? Jesus.
She was
Satan.
She was a narrator in the first one.
Oh, that's a good one.
And she was one of the angels, and I was sure there was only one angel, Gabriel, the big G, but apparently they had multiple angels, and she had a role in that, which was good. Our pal was raging because Serena got like a big long line of you're going to have a child in this.
Did you do in the style of Jerry Adams?
You're going to have a child, but our pal's line was no, because it was like there's a room at the end. No, pal was fucking got it.
Now this is problematic, but
more problematic than Jerry Adams.
Yeah, when I was in high school, our school had a sister school in Malawi, and we did this thing where the first 2 years of our school show, they did like this is what life's like in Paisley versus what life's like in Malawi. And thankfully I was on the Paisley side. But one of the lines someone had was like, let's pray for Tom, and they had to like lean forward and pray. And when they did this, bizarrely an apple like fell out of their pocket and rolled all the way down the stage and just bounced away, while this like first year or something like that was like pouring their heart out in this long speech about Malawi, and it was just absurd. And obviously they didn't black anyone up, but it was at that stage where honestly 5 years before that they would have done it, because they did. My old high school did Hairspray like long before I went there, and they went the full shebang, because it was
Jenkin Malawi, they're doing nativity, saying you see what it's like in Paisley.
You can't leave a child living in Paisley, for Christ's sake. 5 minutes for where I live, most impoverished place in Europe, Old Ferguson. I think they're going up the ranks, but
are they?
Yeah, we should go and do a live podcast. That's where we'll do a VGC live next year for Ferguson. Tickets very cheap. Yeah, it's
from the FIFA World Cup.
Yeah, get Gianni on the show. Although I'm pretty sure I said he was corrupt a couple of hours ago. Corrupted by some nebulous force, not by any legal forces, just to be absolutely clear. Yeah. Sorry, Pete. I went round the house this year, but Christmas dinners. I'm not a turkey man, but I will eat turkey. I'm there for the pigs and blankets. What's the moves?
Do you know? They had, I've never seen this before, they had Christmas dinner on the flight to Game Awards.
Oh, really? Are we kind of... Many pigs and blankets? Did you get one?
Well, I slept through the one on the way out, and then I slept through the one on the way back as well. So I couldn't tell.
That's because you got 20 melatonin.
I went to Target on the way back, and I got that. I didn't even know you could get 10 mg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I've got the real ones now.
That's the big shot.
I'll sleep until 2027. If GTA gets delayed, we'll just pop a few.
When my partner came back for our pal's wedding in Vegas, she brought me 10 mgs, and I've been hitting them for some seriously intense sleeps. I wake up when my alarm goes off.
That's good descriptor. It's an intense sleep.
You feel like nothing can wake, but I always feel so much better in the morning. Like if I take it as part of a normal sleep, like I feel great.
It's a great quality sleep. Yeah. Great quality sleep. Yeah,
it feels like it should just be part of my dietary supplements and not just I'm going on a random plane. Let me try and knock out here. But wonderful. One of my highlights of the year was Chris Scullion, very excited to play his Nintendo Switch 2, falling asleep while playing his Nintendo Switch 2 on the plane. It was like a wee guy that'd been stayed up till midnight to watch WWE, and he's like, "Can he hack it?" It's like,
to be fair, I stayed up to like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning to actually pick the thing up.
That's true.
So I was just shattered.
I felt bad because I was like, if he looks like he's going, I need to take this off him, but I don't want to touch it and then he shits himself and fucking throws it 8 rows back or whatever.
Was that when Nintendo had someone parked outside my house who sat there until the exact minute that it released in New Zealand? And
actual
then ding
drops
dong.
off behaviour, man. This is why we needed. If GeForce still existed, we would have been there 5 days before with a bag full of cash and just went.
What are you having for Christmas dinner then, just to get it back on track?
Oh, Nintendo Switch 2s. No,
back on track with the.
We're fully in the Christmas dinner section of this podcast. I will have a bit of turkey, but my dad always goes way overboard. It's just me, my mum, and my dad, and he'll make like 3 different joints of meat and like 80 different sides.
Go for turkey.
It's.
Do you know what I like? I've already bought a couple of. I've done the big Christmas shop. I got a couple of turkey crowns. Purely just for sandwiches.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Not even
Didn't your entire Christmas shop get stolen a few years ago?
Turkey sandwiches. Whoa.
Am I misremembering that? Did your entire Christmas shop get stolen a few years ago or not turn up?
We went for Christmas dinner at the pub, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we had no Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
I like 3-bird roast, but for a Christmas dinner, I like turkey. Sorry. Yeah. No, but that's where we are actually having a 3-bird roast this year.
Is it just the 3 years?
No, we're going to go to my mum's house. My
okay.
sister-in-law's making it. So it's like, you know,
just sitting in your arse doing hee-haw.
Pretty much. But what is I like a turkey, a chicken, and a duck or something.
A pigeon. Yeah.
A quail.
You've got an eagle sat at the table.
It goes from an albatross down to a quail. I've got a 72-bird roast.
Ostrich. There's not much meat in this, but it's really quite majestic.
It goes ostrich, buzzard, albatross, all the way down to wren, pigeon, quail, platypus.
You've got a wee robin that you're trying to rip the head off.
I know. That's a bit pink. That's just his breast.
Oh, undercooked. That's fucking ninjas in the work.
Tell you what, that goose.
I would honestly have a plate of pigs and blankets if I could get away with it, but I get looked down upon when I do those kind of shameful acts. I'm not a cranberry fan. Cranberries.
God rest her.
God, in front of your kids. Other one. The cranberries the wrong flavour profile for a big plate of meat, in my opinion.
Not the cranberry sauce.
Yeah. Especially if you get it in the salt, it's like jelly. I'm not fucking interested. I do like stuffing, like. I also like the food stuff, but sometimes it's too aromatic and it's like eating potpourri. It just needs to be a
wee amount. You can't overdo it with the stuffing, with the Paxo.
How are we having our gravy from a
boat?
grading it from like
cement.
from the cement to water? Yeah. What are you?
I'm thinking like kind of not a barbecue sauce, but kind of just above a barbecue sauce where there's a bit of viscosity to it.
I've got to if you spill it, it's got to take a few seconds for it.
If it goes over the edge of the plate, you've got to have enough time to go. Oh,
yeah, it's like a Dunkin' Donuts.
I wish you could have filmed me trying to make a coffee in my hotel before this. There's it's a really I can't even remember the brand. It's a really posh coffee machine. Oh yeah, I'll make myself a coffee, and it's got like a little water canister. But clearly, like the little, I don't know what you describe it as, little adapter.
Pods? Or the
little adapter to seal it, right, on the water canister. I'd come off or something, so I'm pouring water in it, the water's just coming out. So so what I need to do is, I need to have the canister half in the machine and really quickly put some water in it. So then some water comes out and I'm right, okay, so I've got away with one, I get a little coffee and I put the cup on there and then walks off and you just hear it's gone off. Yeah, coffee everywhere.
Oh man, I loved the state of your room at SGF when it was like recording equipment and laptops and cans everywhere.
When the cleaners took the mountain of energy drinks was a sad moment.
The next time we're going to have to.
By the way, someone actually came up to a best moment of Summer Game Fest. Someone came up to Chris Drink and said, "Excuse me, are you Chris Drink?" And they're being deadly serious.
The games businesses. Poor Chris Drink, man, what a legend! I'm glad the T-shirt made it, went down well. Lots of calls.
I was getting lots of weird looks by the end of the night.
Yeah, I do think that the only logical conclusion to this is everyone in our like circle of pals, like Donaldson and Chris String, and we all go wearing them like it's a stag do. Just put something in the back of it, like Chris Drink's 50th, 2026.
Team Asobi Nico was like proper staring at it for a while, like trying to work out.
He's trying to work out if there's a new cameo to put in the next
He's trying to work out what Chris String would look like as a robot.
Yeah. Oh, if Chris String get an Astrobot, I would be so. I'd never speak to him again. I'd be, or I'd get his autograph. One of the two. Yeah, they should do another Astrobot game.
They will. Of course they will.
I think so too, but I don't know what they do for the next. What's the next PlayStation thing?
I reckon
do?
they should make a live service game.
They should make a live service shooting game.
Astrobots.
Yeah. Mag Astrobot.
I think they ported to Switch 2 and add some Nintendo cameos to it.
But only the 200 shittest ones.
Exactly.
You don't get Mario, you don't get Luigi.
Mother Brain. King Hippo.
Xenoblade.
Miles McKenzie.
10 characters from Xenoblade.
King Hippo from Punch-Out. Eggplant Wizard from Kid Icarus. It's all the ones in...
Miles from Metroid.
Butterfree, that's it. You get one Pokemon that is Butterfree.
No, absolutely no Pokemon.
Yeah,
Trubbish.
No Pokemon, sorry. We can't... Trubbish. We can't weaken the brand in any way. It was nice to see Nico at the Game Awards. I like that tradition of the winner of the last year gives it to the next one.
That's nice.
That's cool. I wonder if Guillaume will turn up in his full French gear next year to hand it to what's going to be Game of the Year.
Do you know what? Seriously though, I really like. In hindsight, I really wish that I brought a red beret to the Game Awards with me. They were rinsing it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, congratulations to them. They were getting applauded down the street.
Yeah.
Because obviously they were cosplaying as their characters.
Yeah.
Which I'm all for. But because they were cosplaying, they were instantly recognisable for anywhere. And it was like, yeah, cheering them. If I'd have brought a beret, who knows how my night would have gone.
So I'm going to ask you, Chris Scullion, if you remember this.
Yes.
At Summer Game Fest, we were standing outside of our hotel on the first day, and there was someone dressed in that beret gear, in that costume from Clear Obscure Expedition 33. And in hindsight, it was definitely a member of the cast. And obviously,
It was Claire Obscure.
It was Claire Obscure. She's got bad vision. She's got cataracts. We know that some of that crew were staying at our hotel because we met them. And obviously, it wasn't Ben. So who was it that was cutting about in the Claire Obscure gear? We need to.
I've got a lot of time. There's the guy who plays the bin.
Oh,
the game.
yeah.
He went in all the get up, but with a bin costume as well.
That whole crew, man, they can just do whatever they want for now on. Ben Starr booked and busy. He's got games until like 2029, including Mario 2. Looking forward to it. It was called Doki Doki Panic in Japan.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Doki Doki Panic.
He plays Doki Doki.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Doki Doki.
What do you think? So, what do you think will be Game of the Year next year? Let's not say GTA because that's
It'd
boring.
be fucking boring as fuck. It was GTA. Pacopia. No. Looking through the, if Resi looks as good, is as good as
the
it
last
looks.
couple of years, no one's calling anything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, no one. We
We
didn't know Astrobot
Astrobot
existed,
existed.
but certainly like Helldivers and Powered were massive.
Yeah.
No one's saying Claire Obscure a year ago.
I also think a game that comes out when Resi's coming out is never going to win because your game has to be like a June to October in my opinion.
Resi's one of those series where, for some reason, it's never in the Game of the Year conversation. It seems to be like
2-1, right?
Did it?
Did it?
Did Resi 2-1?
I think did that not win some kind of a category or something like that? I'm not sure.
I think he won our Game
Best
of the Year.
horror-
That was
best horror
big. He
remake.
won a lot of game. I don't know if he won the Game Award.
Yeah.
So what was that? 2019.
Best
Yeah.
horror remake. But for some reason, that series just doesn't get.
I mean, Resident Evil 8 was pish, so that's why that didn't win. But 7 was really good. So
I think Capcom are on a bit of a blip at the moment. You know.
pragmatic game of the year.
Oh, Jimmy, but that's just like that. Just it's me all over. That I was like, that was the one game from there. I was like, I can't wait to play this.
I might be wrong. I think pragmatic
Nice,
was total mince.
little 7-hour manageable
7 hours, 7 out of 10, mate. I think
sad dad space linear action game.
I won't play it, but I'll buy the amiibo.
of course you will. It looks like a Lost Odyssey sequel to me. Like that. I think Pragmata is going to be absolute horse meat. But yeah, I mean Wolverine will probably get nominated and stuff. But your man who's JD Phoenix and is playing Logan might win a performance or whatever. But
I think that's going to get delayed based on nothing.
yeah,
That's
insider knowledge.
I think Half-Life 3 wins Game of the Year, to be honest.
It's so boring, man. They should just announce it and put it on their shitey wee Ouya and get on with it. Like,
Exclusive to the next playground.
That's it won't though because
Next playground.
Well, I suppose I assume Half-Life 3 won't be exclusive to this wee box they're doing. That would be mental. But one of the best games of the last 10 years, Half-Life Alyx, was exclusive to their mental hardware and nobody played it. So
Was it?
it was exclusive to the. Was it not exclusive to the?
I actually don't remember. I played it on the Index.
Yeah, I think it was.
You could play it on any headset, right?
I think you had to do some jiggery pokery.
Theoretically, you could play it on Steam VR and plug something else in it, I think. So,
but obviously, it's designed for.
I think maybe you had to play it on Steam.
Yeah,
which again, like that excludes some of the VR headsets, the ones that have like the Meta Store or whatever.
Yeah. Do you know they actually did a PlayStation VR 2?
It rings a bell.
Yeah, it's an incredible headset. That
Somebody should tell Sony.
Yeah, they're a bit busy. They're sorting out Marathon.
PlayStation VR 3.
Yeah, imagine. Well, maybe we get that PlayStation handheld next year. That'd be interesting. I'd be cool to see how that goes. Like, if it is, I only want it if it is their version of the Xbox thing or their version of a Switch. Like, I'm not wanting streaming any. Like, I like Portal's totally sound, but I want an actual handheld from them. Like,
I don't want them to do that. Like
because you want them to fail.
No, because
you want Xbox to rise.
No, because the whole point of PlayStation is it's the big blockbuster, big budget games. If you're suddenly making games that have to also play on a handheld, then you have to kind of hamper the visuals somehow.
That's the world we live in now, isn't it? I mean, in the world of Steam Decks and ROG Allies and everything's being... You know, I think the stuff we were talking about at the start of the generation, when people like you and I actually remembered what generations were like, right? We were misguided in thinking that these games would be unique and have features tethered to their platforms that couldn't be downgraded or ported, and it didn't seem to turn out to be the case, did it? Most of the PlayStation games on PS4, Xbox obviously had Series S. You've now got stuff like Steam Deck, where Assassin's Creed Shadows and kind of other next-gen exclusive games are running on that. I think that's just the way where we are now.
Yeah.
Shame.
Well, that was a depressing note. We are going to continue this podcast in an unprecedented manner on patreon.com/Video Games Chronicle, where I will be drinking So Stoned, the cannabis energy drink. So go to patreon.com/Video Games Chronicle if you want to see that. Boys, this is your last chance to impart a Christmas message to the VGC Massive before we depart. Chris, any words for those freaks?
God rest us, everyone.
Andy, as our fearless leader, leave them with a message that will inspire them to spend more money on us next year.
Don't drink too much. Don't eat too much. Buy Gaviscon.
Buy Gaviscon. Give money to the games business. He really needs it. I believe his name's Chris Drink. But thank you very much for all of your support this year. It's been another fun year of VGC festivities. Obviously, next year we are doing VGC Live. Details to come. But that will be...
I thought this was VGC Live.
That's a story for 10 years from now.
This is AI generated.
Yeah. Lots of special guests. We may have referred to some of them on the podcast today.
Is Princess Diana going to be on it?
Diana Ross, Tina Turner. There may be someone, I don't know if this is even in shots, probably not, but there may be someone on the wall next to us that will appear on VGC Live if he happens to be free that night, because he lives about 5 minutes for a prospective venue. We're springing it on him the night of, just say, can you just come over and do 5 minutes of observational comedy. But thank you very much for all of your support. Patreon.com/Video Games Chronicle for the end of this podcast. Say goodbye and Merry Christmas, Chris.
Goodbye, Merry Christmas, Chris.
Say goodbye, Merry Christmas, Andy.
Bye.
We'll see you on patreon.com/Video Games Chronicle. And Merry Christmas.